Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama, or maybe baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fans, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cha-ching! And today we have a very, very special guest who is the top model in the West Coast. Giving it to Nataly. What's up, girl?
Hi guys, it's Nataly Mariscal. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, girl. And for those who don't
Yes.
know, she was the hardest person to ever get on my show.
Oh my God, it wasn't that bad.
It was bad, girl. I'm gonna be honest. So for those who don't know, this girl, she's big, okay? She probably get like 50 messages a day, maybe 150. You know, I'm not
that.
you know what I'm saying? So I sent a message. I'm like, girl, you know, I want you to be on my podcast. And she's like, yeah, I'm down. And I'm like, hey, you down for like next Thursday, for example, right? She got back to me 2 months later. I forgot what I said. And I was like, dang, you see? So,
Dude, you're like, you caught me like on Instagram.
yeah.
And sometimes like I don't respond like all the time, and I suck at texting. First of all, like I'm always someone that if you want to reach out to me, it's like call me, FaceTime me, you know, texting and not my thing. But I answered, we're here, we're doing this.
What's up? Hey, you know what I could tell? That you told me that you like to answer on the phone.
Yeah.
That means you got an old soul.
Yeah, no, I hate texting because it's so annoying. Like, I'm like, if you want to talk to me, we can meet up in person, hop on a call, but texting, I know.
No, that's good. That's good. Because you know what?
Yeah.
When you talk on the phone, I feel like you can hear the person's emotion behind it.
Yeah, like their expressions, because sometimes in a text you don't get all of that, you know, or sometimes like things can be misinterpreted, etc. So I'm just like, oh, I don't like it.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm the same too, girl. Like I have somebody be mad at me and they may say a text like, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, so you good then. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then they're like,
Right. I'm like, you didn't even send no emoji, so I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And then I asked, are you good? And again, like a second time, are you good? I'm fine. Like a text, right? All right, you good. I get like a 3-hour text. How come you didn't ask how I feel? I just did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Right? It's
Yeah,
true. I mean, everybody can relate, you know what I'm saying? But I'm with you, girl. I like in the phone, man. And here's the thing.
Definitely. Definitely.
And also
That's
too,
open.
right? Like, and also too, when you talk on the phone, I feel like it's nice to hear that person's voice, especially like
Yeah.
for, you know, guys and girls. Sometimes they like, you know, a girl may like a guy with a deep voice. She may not like it squeaky. You know what I'm saying? And she be like,
Right.
man,
Gotta test out the voice.
all right.
Always.
That's why I gotta get my deep voice for this. Not kidding.
You're like, oh wait, let me.
Let me tell her something about my day. Not kidding. Oh man.
Oh, man.
But I want to share something. Like something happened to me this weekend. I want to share on Saturday. So pretty much I had 3 best friends. They flew in from Chicago and Cali. And most of them are all models. One of them is like an artist that does touring. She's right now on the tour all over the Midwest for her band. And it was pretty cool. They all came through. And I was like, you know what? I want to take my friends to the club. First thing that popped up. So there's a spot on Fremont Street. It's called Therapy. And for those don't think I'm like I'm taking them to a crazy house. That is not where it is, a club, you know, where they got the music and you know. And I'm taking them there, and you're not gonna believe this, right? I'm waiting. There's a big line, and this guy with a suit and tie comes up. He's like, "How many people are coming?" I was like, "Look, I got 9. I got like 4 with us, like including me. But my other friends, they're gonna meet us." He's like, "All right, cool." So we get in. We didn't have to pay cover for the first time. I was blessed. Ding. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I got to save.
He said, let me save my money real quick.
Right. Let me keep it. So I get there, right? I'm really excited. They put us in the table. And I ain't gonna lie, the table they gave us is like at the main stage. So it's not my favorite because it was too crowded. It got too tight.
Mhm.
I couldn't really move. So next you know, because my friends finally came, it was like 9 of us now. And so the manager was like, look, we're gonna have to put you in the VIP table because it's too tight for y'all. I'm like,
Oh, oh.
thank you. That's what you say. So they move us up. We're going upstairs, and we get there. And I'm so happy we got a table. And remember the guy with the suit and tie that asked us how many
Mhm.
people are coming? So he's like, what bottle do you want? I said, look, man, I'll be honest. I want to get messed up. So let's get some Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? Get that tequila, you know what I'm saying?
You know the vibes.
Right, right, exactly. So he brought it, right? We got the bottle
Mhm.
service, we got the girls going.
The fire. Woo.
Yeah, there you go. So I felt good. I was like, okay, I'm feeling blessed. All right, all right, all right. So I asked the bottle service girl, how much is the bottle? She goes, oh,
Mhm.
he already took care of it.
Oh.
I was like, what? Wait,
Hmm.
what? Skirt, skirt? You know what I'm saying? I got so excited. I was like, man, that's what's up. I'm like, look, brother, you could stay in our table. I'm gonna get some beers. You know me, I'm Latino. I need my Modelo. So we start drinking, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after that, watch this. DJ's playing some music, some hip hop, boom, boom.
You know
Oh,
vibes.
there you go, there you go. See, I told y'all she could dance it. But look, but look what happened. We go to the dance floor. And I'm like, I'm not really feeling hip hop. You know, I came here for reggaeton and I want something to keep me moving. So I told the
Mhm.
DJ, listen, DJ, I love merengue. I need you to merengue because I guarantee you, all my friends right here, they know how to dance. And I need to kind of move. He's like, all right,
Mhm.
for sure. He puts merengue. And for my people that are not Latinos that never heard merengue, it pretty much is like ding, 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 ding,
Ah,
ding,
ah,
ding.
ah,
There you go. I like that, I like that. Man, you see, I told y'all she got talent. But
ah. Oh yeah, that's all of it right there.
right there. That's a masterpiece right there. You saw that? That's $100 contract right there. If you want to know those steps, you know, say check the link. That's it. Look at this whole. I started dancing, right?
Mhm.
The moment I started dancing, everybody on the table started dancing.
Mhm.
So people were feeling the vibe. I was like, all right, now I feel like the party. I'm recording. I'm having a great time. The end of the night, I recorded, I edited, and I posted on my TikTok. Watch this. And 2 hours later, therapy, their IG account, whatever, they share my TikTok on their
Oh
homepage.
what? Oh, that's cool.
I was like, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying?
You're like.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna do it for my fans,
Right.
I want to thank everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I was really happy and I was like, man, I'm making big changes. They even sent me a personal message.
Oh, that's good.
They said, look, we're really happy you came through. We love your vibe, your energy. We could tell you guys had a fun time. I'm like, oh yeah, most definitely. And we'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But that's my little story I wanted to share with y'all. And now for the main topic of today for our very, very special guest, Nataly. So what's up, girl? So we want to, for those who don't know, she is, like I said, the top model dancer in the West Coast.
No.
And one of the biggest questions everybody's asking, I ain't gonna lie, they want to know, like, girl, tell us a little bit about your background, your
Mm-hmm.
your neighborhood where you from, and your hobbies.
Yeah, so again, I'm Nataly, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you having me. So I'm here from Vegas. I was born and raised here my whole life. I come from like I'm really blessed to come from a diverse family. My dad is an immigrant from Mexico, and then my mom is a native from Texas. So I get the best of both worlds, you know. My mom is second generation, so I'm second generation too because of them too. But yeah, so that's where my family's from. Also, I'm the youngest out of three siblings. I'm 18, and then I have two older siblings, but they don't live here anymore, so I'm just me and my parents now. So yeah, that's pretty much my background and stuff like that. And hobbies, like I honestly had a lot of hobbies growing up. I was always a really active kid. I liked always being productive and stuff like that. So I was actually in gymnastics. I started gymnastics when I was like 5 years old. That's when I was able to get like some flexibility and stuff like that. I was in it for a good while. And then when I was in gymnastics, like I really liked it a lot, but it was something that I got out of because I wanted to do more, like take it more seriously. But you know, I had like school. Like if you wanted to gymnastics more competitively, it means like you would train every day, like that would be your life, you know, like you were a gymnast. But like my parents didn't want that for me, so I just like got at it for a while. And then I got into dancing when I was in middle school. At my middle school because it was an art school, so like it had like dance and like band, mariachi. It had like a bunch of different things, and I was decided to do dance. And then that's when I got into dancing. That's how I started like my whole like dancing career. But you know, it was in middle school. It wasn't anything like really big. But yeah, I liked it a lot. And then I've been doing equestrian sports my whole life. So we have horses here. I live on horse property. So we have like four horses, and I've always done escaramuza. And I've been riding horses my whole life. So that's another hobby that I've always had. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Growing up, my hobbies. And now like I just dance, work, you know, it's pretty much it. Mm.
That's amazing, girl. I'm gonna pick at your brain a little bit, but like, what any memories you have, like growing up, like, do you remember a time when you went to Mexico for the first time with the family, like anything like? Because Mexico's beautiful. I have so much to say about
Yeah.
Mexico.
So Mexico, we've always gone. We when we were younger, we would go every single year, and us siblings, like we would go spend the whole summer in Mexico. So it was really nice because we were able to, one, of course, like be able to grasp the language, like I perfectly fluent in Spanish. So that's something really important to me. Being able to communicate with my family over there and being able to be bilingual, like that was a big thing. So it was always really fun being able to spend summers out there, and we still go visit. I haven't gone in like a year and a half, like 2 years around there, just because of work and being busy and stuff like that. But yeah, we've always gone all the time, having family out there. That's where all my dad's family is. So it's really fun to go visit. But yeah, we do go often.
Wow, girl, that's what's up. And
Hmm.
what part of Mexico is your family
My
from?
dad is from Chihuahua.
Ooh,
Hmm.
snap. Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
all
in the
right, all
norte.
right. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Well,
Yeah.
interesting thing. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm actually half Mexican and half Guatemalan, so I half
Oh, okay,
understand you.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. What part of Mexico are you from?
So my dad's from Puebla. It's a beautiful
Oh,
state.
okay.
I don't know if you've
Yeah.
been there. It's one
I
of the.
haven't been there, but I've heard.
Oh, girl, you gotta go. We break
Yeah.
it down. We don't
Oh,
play
he
around.
said.
Yeah. So when I was young, I was like about, I think like I was really young cat, and I already knew how to dance bachata merengue. That was like big in Chicago, and that's where I'm originally from. And
Okay.
I Yeah, so it's a beautiful city, you know what I'm saying? And I went to actually Mexico to learn cumbia.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I stayed for 3.5 months, like hardcore training. My teacher, his name was like Emmanuel Lopez. Uh, we
Okay.
we call him Cheyenne. That's my homie right there. Crazy thing is he's been like all over the world. He's been won the most awards like for dancing in Mexico. And you know the big bachata group Ateca and
Alemán.
Azteca, yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
actually gave a shout out to him saying that,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Sick.
like the best teacher, you know what I'm saying, in Latin America, and we support him. So my aunt actually is the one that found him.
Okay.
And she's like, look, I'm gonna pay classes like private because that's the only way you're gonna learn fast. And
Yeah.
right, am I right or wrong? Right?
Yeah, definitely. Going to classes like in a big group sometimes because not everyone's at the same level and stuff, you know. So it's harder to like if you're trying to learn to dance, like if you're gonna go take a class and have fun, it's a different story. But if you're trying to learn, like it's harder when it's in a group class. Yeah.
Exactly. So I went
Mm.
myself. I'm like, man, I really suck at this dance, and I love the music, because I'll be listening to Selena, I'll be like, ding, 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 ding. What I'm saying? I'll be like, all right, let's go. So
Right.
I was like literally with this guy Monday through Saturday court. We were practicing for at least 3 to 4 hours a day. And I came to the group class that was that night. So the group class starts
Okay.
like at 6, but my morning private class was like at 9 in the morning.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, man, I gotta get this down because this is my favorite music. I want to learn it. My family, I'm gonna be honest, and back in Chicago, they didn't know how to dance it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of jealous of my friends that knew how to dance. They tried to teach me, it just didn't stay in my brain. So,
Yeah.
you feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So I started going right a lot of times. And I came up with the best idea. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So in Mexico, where my family's from, there's a place called in English they said the municipal of Puebla, right, where all the governors, the Congress people, they stay at, the politicians in that area. So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
My aunt actually worked in that building, and she was like, David, if you want the whole space, I could bring the speakers and you could start dancing. I'm like, for real?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I'm thinking about teaching too, even though I don't know shit about cumbia. I'm sorry, my language. I don't know anything about cumbia. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So my aunt, she actually found like 14 couples in the area
Oh wow.
that want to learn cumbia.
Mm-hmm.
And I barely know how to do the 1 2 step.
You were like,
Right. So what I did was I'm like, I already know bachata. So let me do bachata first because I'm confident in that. Then I'm gonna break it down to cumbia. The stuff that I learned, I'm gonna use it on my students. And they say in math, right? Because in science and in school, they said when you learn something and you teach it to somebody, it actually stays in your brain longer.
mm-hmm.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I taught Mondays, Wednesdays, and then I went to class all day like a boot camp, and I actually got better. Like it was so cool to have parents come up to me. They were crying and they were like, I'm so happy that my kid is not out there with the gangs or
Oh
uh
my gosh.
yeah, haciendo
That's so
babosadas,
sweet. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know like so many like keeping kids in sports or dancing or art or whatever it is, like it's a great way to get away from all that and to not go into the wrong path, you know? So that's amazing that you did that.
Thank you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look out for my Latinos, you know what I'm
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
saying? And for you, girl, I want to know, right? It's amazing you're 18, and I'm gonna be honest with you. How did you like keep going? Because I saw you were actually dancing, having a lot of dance performance. You were actually with a celebrity. I'm trying to get her name. She looks just like J Lo, and
Oh,
I
Connie Peña.
exactly that's that.
Yeah.
See, I know you got it. How did you get that opportunity? For those who know, she's a big celebrity. She'd be making great music. How did you get that opportunity?
So I'm in the Eminem show with Myra and Max. And Myra used to be Connie Peña's assistant, like her personal assistant, like that would do everything. And Myra was also one of her dancers. And she would like choreograph for like her shows or whatever it was. And Connie wanted to have more girls. So obviously us being in Myra's group, she wanted Myra was like, well, I want to recommend you guys, like I would rather recommend you guys, my girls, to like step up and like do this because it's a great opportunity. So Connie Peña, she had a first concert, but I wasn't able to do it that time because I think we all had to be 21 or something. I forgot her. I wasn't gonna be in town, whatever it was. But those girls did the first concert with her. And then a couple like months after that, then she wanted to have another gig. And then that's when Myra was like, well, I'm gonna just look at all of you guys. You guys are gonna learn it. You guys are gonna record a video, and then I'm gonna send it to her. I'm gonna show it to her, and she's gonna pick. She's like, I don't want to pick. I don't have anything to do with it. So like we all learned it and stuff like that, and I was able to get picked by her. So it was a really cool experience. We did. It was at, I don't remember what the nightclub was, but it was a performance at a nightclub. It was like a whole like a bunch of Mexican artists that was saying like banda, corridos. Connie was there. It was just a big thing. And then I did that with her, and then she was like happy with everyone. And then I also did a music video it hasn't even come out yet, but I recorded a music video for her for one of her songs.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we got a little sneak peek. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
it was sneak peek. It'll be coming soon, but it's not out yet. But yeah, it was a really fun experience.
That's amazing. I'm glad we got
Mhm.
it before TMZ got it. So this is a privilege. And I think that's really cool. Like you're gaining so many connections and meeting new people. I mean, I gotta say, Nataly, you are one of the most, I guess, diverse individual because I meet a lot of young people. I'm be honest with you.
Mhm.
Right off the back, I could tell that they talk a lot and they don't really do anything about it. Like they have dreams, but they don't put it
Yeah.
into action. And
Mhm.
they don't really keep themselves busy. They usually stay home, watch TV, and
Mhm.
do stuff, probably buy the newest shoes, but they don't really take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like you, on the other hand, you actually like are always busy. Like I saw you were in the music video with like a Mexican group. I thought that was a dope music video.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Don't with like the lightning in the back and all that. Yeah, that was a really cool video.
Yeah, I was like, dang, that shit, she's killing it. Look at it. A Latino moving up. I was gonna be like, anything for Salina, you know what I'm saying?
You're so funny.
So you did good. And honestly, I like that you have like your own schedule. You're always booked. You're always on the move. I think that's
Mhm.
great. What you have is not only ambition, you have discipline. And I think you shouldn't lose that. Keep it going.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, girl? So I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm really
Definitely,
proud.
thank you. It's honestly, I feel like I have to owe it to the people that are around me, that keep me going and stuff like that, that I've learned so much because honestly, I've always been around older people. So I've always been given like advice and been told like, if you do it this way, your life will be easier. You know what I mean? If you go this route, like this is gonna benefit your future. So even though like I'm really young, like when people meet me, they think I'm like way older, you know what I mean? Just because of the stuff I do or like things like that. And I've just always been really inspired, like been around the most inspiring people. And so that's what pushes me to keep going. And with all the great opportunities that I do have, like I have to not take it for granted, like always take things like one step at a time, and like not, I've always learned too, like with my parents that you have to remain humble always, just because you're doing this or you're getting bigger or followers or this and that, like you always have to keep it down here because as pretty as you are, as famous as you are, like if you have a bad attitude, if you have that personality, that's just gonna bring you all the way down. That's something I've always said, something I always tell people, or like people that like even I get messages on Instagram, like people telling me that like that they want to get into it and stuff like that, and I'm like, just go for it, like I even tell them like I go to classes these days. If you want to come with me, like come with me, like I always push everyone to like if you want to do something, just do it and go for it. Like don't be embarrassed, don't like shy away from it, because you never know, you can be really great at something, so I always tell people to just go for it.
I like that. I like that. And what's
Mm-hmm.
something that kind of popped in my head is, has there been a time where you feel like scared, like maybe performing or um like you kind of like, man, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do good in this performance or
Oh man, there's been so many times like being in the industry, you have to always like be on your A game. You always do because you never know what's going to be thrown at you. For example, the first time I ever danced for Connie Peña for that concert, I had to learn, I think it was like 3 songs or 4 songs in one night, and we were going to perform it the next day. So like that, I was like feeling really pressured. I was nervous because it was such a last minute thing, and I've only been dancing like professionally and like training hardcore, like doing private and stuff like that, a year and a half. So um like had actual dance training I haven't had other than that year and a half, and it's a lot of pressure because I'm being thrown all these amazing opportunities, which is great, but I also feel the pressure of like I need to be good because people are watching, or people are, you know what I mean, I'm dancing backup dancing for Connie Peña. So it's there's just a lot of times where us being a dancer, like you're put on the spot to do like a million things and you're like, oh my gosh, and you feel overwhelmed. But it's also a really good thing that you learn quickly and all of that stuff. So it's great, yeah. But there's also been times where like I've done like other music videos where I'm just modeling. And like there's been times where on the spot, like a third video I did, the Mexican one with the lightning and stuff like that. Last minute they wanted me to do like a whole different scene, and I was kind of nervous because it was by myself. And I was like, oh my God, like I feel nervous. I feel like a little insecure, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because I wanted to do it right and I wanted to look good. And like it was going to be on YouTube for everyone to see, and it was always going to be there. So it's just a lot of pressure sometimes. But I feel like it's good pressure because with all those things that are thrown at me, I'm learning. So it's good.
No, girl, that's good. I actually want to share a little story that actually happened with me and how I met you. I'm gonna tell you.
Uh,
So pretty much, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I met Natalie and her group. It was in the ballroom social dance. It was a way back, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, and
mhm.
they were performing. And I'm not gonna lie, I just waved. I didn't really talk to Natalie. I talked to like the DJ guy who's like the boyfriend of
Maximo?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I got to talk to him for a little bit, and I was just like, oh, I'm just trying to vibe, whatever, right? And then the first time I actually met you, like I got to really talk to you was actually yesterday. So after a couple of months, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, this is a true story. So Natalie had a really big performance at the Mama Rabbit, right? That's how you said it?
Mhm.
Dope spot at the MGM Park. And I had to go because I was like, I love dancing. And, this is my chance to actually meet her one more time. So I go there by myself. I try to hit all my friends. They all bail on me, but I'm like, all right, whatever. So I
You're
get
like,
there.
I'll just go.
Exactly. So I get there, I'm trying to chill, got my little pina colada, you know what I'm saying? And I see her. Like she's coming with a big group, and it's like a big line. It's almost like they're escorting her. Like that's how big she is. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh snap, let me fix my shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, she's probably not gonna recognize me because I've never met her really. Like it was just a quick walk by, and I didn't really get to talk to her. And I messaged her that like twice maybe on Instagram. So I'm like, really? I don't think she's gonna know me. So I see her walking by. Watch this. True story. She got her outfit, say she got big, say
She
she's
tried or whatever.
right, right. She got the bling bling earring, she
Yeah.
got a couple rings, saying. And I see her. We have eye contact. Watch this. And I just gave a smile. Let's say I just gave a smile. And she actually said hi. Like she just said hi. But I'm thinking, she said hi to everybody. I'm not that special, right? I'm just walking by. I'm like, oh, she probably say hi to the guy behind me. You know what I'm saying? She probably knows him because she's popular. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not really, I don't know her. So I'm sitting down and I'm like, man, I don't think she know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna watch the performance, right? Couple hours go by. Watch this. She's going to the bar. Watch this. She's going to the bar. And she's with this dude, right? And I'm like, all right, I escorted again. Like, I gotta watch out, gotta watch my bag, everything's gotta get cleared up. And I see her, and first thing she does, watch this. She goes, hey, and she gives me a hug. I'm like, she actually knows me. You know what I'm saying? I'm special. So I ain't gonna lie. I felt like a little kid, like never saw a chocolate factory for the first
Oh my
time.
God.
And I'm like, I made it. I made it to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? And so she gives me a hug. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "Man, I can't wait for tomorrow. We're still good for the podcast." I'm like, "Girl, it's a pleasure." You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, I also got the questions too. And I was so happy. Like at that moment, I was like, man, that is so dope. I got to actually talk to her, and she's so humble. And I went back doing my thing. She, of course, she got escorted back to her table.
Oh my
You know
god.
what I'm saying? Like I had to be alert, passing through this patch, it's all clear, all clear. You know what I'm saying? And she gets to her table, right? She's having a good time, you know what I'm saying? She getting ready for her performance. And check this out. I was, talking to everybody. I was dancing, doing my thing. A couple hours go by, I ain't gonna lie. I thought of an idea. I said, you know what? They haven't been playing cumbia, they've been playing salsa, bachata.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm
You're
like,
like, just gotta mix it up in here.
oh yeah, I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring some spice into it, Got that Valentina, everything I need.
A little tapatio.
There you go, there you go. So
Right.
what I did was I talked to the DJ, right? DJ looking like LMFAO, I ain't gonna lie. He got beer. I was like,
Juice.
bro.
His name is Juice.
Juice. You see what I mean? He got juice, he got jugo, todos. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing.
Juice. His name is Juice on the track.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Juice on the track.
Oh, snap. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I talked to the DJ, right? I was like, look, DJ, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I appreciate your time, your energy, but I think you should put some cumbia, man. I am the prince of cumbia. Everybody knows from every dance studio. I'm like the one that does the most workshop for cumbia. So I'm like, bro, you're talking to a gangster right here. You know what I'm saying? He starts laughing. He's like, "You stupid." So he said, and so he's like, "Bro, you like the funniest dude I ever met." I was like, "Man, I mean, that's why I'm here." And so he actually puts cumbia, right? First thing I do, I go to the guy, right? One of the guys, and I was like, you know what? He's probably one of the, I don't know which security guard, who's the head, whatever. I was like, look, man, I need you to take a video of me dancing with Nataly. I danced with Nataly, right? And I'm like, all right, this is my opportunity to shine. So I could show her, man, she's with the cumbia master right here.
And when I tell you I was mind blown, I was like, because literally, like, you took me out to dance, and I didn't even know what they were going to play. And I was like, oh, cumbia. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I haven't danced cumbia all night. Like, I hadn't danced cumbia in a while, because mostly at the socials and stuff, they don't even normally play cumbia. So I was so excited. And then you whip out all these moves, and I'm like, what? I was like, I didn't even know you could dance. I didn't even know. So I was like mind blown. But it was fun.
Thank you, girl. It was honestly one of the funniest nights, and I was so happy that I got to show you like my turns, right? Because I don't play around. I was,
I was like, okay, I gotta keep up.
All right. And I noticed that like you had like you're very quick on your feet. I noticed that. So when I was trying to trick you and do like different turn, you're like, all right, let me blend in. You know what I'm saying?
My mind was like, okay, come on.
Right. You're like, como la flor. Yes. I
was like, think Selena.
Right. And it was really dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, fans, my people out there, one of the best nights. She is the dopest person. I'm not lying.
Thank you.
Now, for my biggest trivia question I have for you, Nataly, I think you're gonna love this. It's a question. You're actually the first guest to actually get a trivia question in my podcast. So the first question I have, actually, but my fans, please comment or give me your own answer as well. So, Nataly, you have three options to date. You have a guy who's a football fantasy. That's the first one. The second one is a guy who collects guns. And the third one is a fisherman. Who would you choose?
Football, fisherman, or what?
A guy who collects guns.
I guess a football.
Wrong answer. I'll tell you why. Because the guy who's the fantasy football, he he thinks he dreams of being a football player, but he never played football. That's why he's defensive.
Oh, okay, I'll give you that one.
Thank you, girl. Ding. Now the next one, the reason why I would say the gun guy wouldn't be a good choice because he may be too materialistic and actually love his gun more than you.
Probably, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like car guys. Damn
There you
it.
go. Yeah, no, for real. For real. I got that girl my muffler. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go buy some stuff for my car.
Right, exactly. So the best answer, that's why it's a trivia question, because it's tough. I got you thinking, is the fisherman. And I'll tell you why. The fisherman has patience. So for him to catch a fish, it takes 2 or 3 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to a relationship situation where let's say there's a little confrontation or altercation, and the girl must be upset maybe, and she's yelling at her boo, like, boo, you messed up, this da. But guess what? Because you got a fisherman, watch this. He's listening to you. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, babe. All right. What else? And he's not, instead of him arguing back and using words to hurt you or you know what I'm saying, like getting
Mm-hmm.
offensive or getting angry, he's being patient.
Mm-hmm.
And watch this, girl. The moment you finish saying what you have to say, even though it took like maybe 30 minutes, like you had to, get out here, man.
You said this and you said this and you said that.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's like, babe, okay. I hear what you're saying, babe. Let me can I step out for a sec? Let me just step out for a sec. Watch this. He steps out and actually walks around maybe in the block, right? And comes back. Watch this. His attitude changed. So he probably was upset and wanted to like say something that could probably hurt you, like I said.
Yeah.
When two people are angry and they say mean things, it becomes like a ping pong match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
And let's say he says something that was personal, that was private, you'll never forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And you will have to live with that for the rest of your life, and him too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So he'll come back and watch this. The fisherman comes back and he's like, babe, I'm ready to talk to you. And he heard your side, right? And now he's so calm. He's like, all right, babe, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. But now he's calm. You see that? He's calm. He ain't angry. And guess what happens now? It was in the beginning was like an argument, but now it's a conversation with his boo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then watch it. You're gonna love this part. You ready? Even though he may not have the best job ever, I ain't gonna lie. He's a fisherman. But watch this.
Mm-hmm.
One day you're like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go out with my girls. Cool, babe. Go ahead. Watch this. He's like, I'm gonna go fishing. You're going with your girls for 3 hours, 4 hours, probably having movie night, sleep over, whatever. Y'all having a good time eating mushrooms or not mushrooms. I'm sorry, marshmallows. I meant to say marshmallows. I don't know why I said mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm thinking about pizza, but I love my mushroom. But look at this. So you're doing your thing, and watch this. You come home, girls, 2 a.m. Watch this. Ready? You come home, and your fisherman. You know what he does? He makes you a mean, delicious salmon.
Mm-hmm.
And he put on the side lettuce and a little salad on the side. Little dressing. Got some sprinkles.
A little spice.
A little spicy, yeah. Got you a little nice garlic bread on the side. And he goes, babe, I got you I thought about you so much that I wanted to make you a dinner. And you're like, damn, that's so sweet, baby. I love you. And that's what I was saying. Like little things like that, I think is so beautiful that
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So how'd you like my story? It was pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was really good. I'm like, lesson learned, note taken, love that.
Right. Yeah. And here's another one. I got one more I'm gonna share with you. Because I feel like my viewers and also you know what I'm saying? Like we're still young and we're still learning, right? So this is my secret when it comes down to relationship. You ready for this? If you can find these four things in that person and they pass that test, they are the one. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
The first one. How do they act when they're drunk? Are they the ones that are very abusive? They start getting aggressive verbally or physically, or are they a flirty type? Because I've seen where couples they get drunk and like the husband or boyfriend ends up making out with the bartender. Like I see him
Mm-hmm.
firsthand, and it's just something he can't control. I think he could control it, but like say, it wasn't me. Yeah, no, bro, it was
Right.
you. That's another thing you got to think about. How does he
Mm-hmm.
act when he's drinking? Is he the fun type, cool dude, like laid back, or he's like the flirty? You gotta kind of babysit him, and that's the thing. Are you willing to babysit him when it comes down to alcohol for the rest of your life? That's
Right. Yeah.
that's a big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second one, you ready for this? How does he act when he's angry? Remember I told you about the fisherman story?
Yeah. Like, is he patient? Is he yelling at you? Yeah, definitely.
Why does he like throw things, break things, and like does he hurt you verbally or physically? That's another thing you gotta think. And if he is like that, are you willing to be with that person for the rest of your life
Mm-hmm.
and suffer? Right. That's another thing you gotta think
Yeah.
about. Here's the third one. This is the most powerful one ever. How does he act when he didn't have money and now that he has money? Are you
Mm-hmm.
still like a big deal in his life? Are you still part of his life? Or he kind of puts you to the side? You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
That's the third one. Now, here's the last one. I think is one of the most powerful ones ever. Is how does he act with his mom?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way he acts with his mom is the way he's gonna act with his wife or his girl.
Yeah.
So if he's like a guy who's, I will see what he's be yelling at his mom and say, "Mom, you do it yourself," like that, like with an attitude. You're gonna like, man, he's gonna be like that with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it becomes
Yeah.
a habit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm saying so that's my secret to love. If you can find those four things, ladies and gentlemen, you have found the
You
one.
got the one.
Oh, I like that. See, that'd be a good commercial. I like how she did that. She real good. She real good, man. I gotta give her credit. Thank you, producer.
I'm like, hey, hire me.
Right, right. You signed the contract. That's it.
I got a pen right here.
Oh, step, oh, step, oh, step. That's amazing, girl. No, I really like our conversation. I think it's I feel like you're a very smart person. I got so I've been with a lot of people like interviewing, and to be honest with you, you are actually the first dancer on my podcast.
Oh, she made history.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
And this is my first podcast, so that's amazing. Yeah.
Hey, yes.
Yeah, Alliterality is my first one.
Hey, I'm gonna be so happy, girl, when you at like Forbes magazine, the top, model with the most $1 million billionaire. They're gonna be like, hey, who was her first interview? Hey, you know who it was?
Hey, you already know.
That's it. That's it. No, but I'm really happy, girl. I think this was great. I really enjoyed conversation. My last question I have to
Mhm.
ask you, girl, is what advice you could give to young people who do want to like start dancing or modeling? What is
Mhm.
something that you wish you could have known when you were young? You wish you could tell yourself now that I'm asking you this.
Yeah. So one thing, like I was saying earlier, is to just go for it. Like if you have a dream, if you have goals in life, you need to just go for them. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of starting from zero. Like everyone has a starting point. No one is gonna be this high and this great right when you start. It takes dedication, it takes discipline. You're gonna cry, you're gonna be disappointed. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you're not good enough, you know what I mean? But that's all things that come with it and things that you have to just overcome. And there are things that, like, even me, that I'm starting to do stuff, bigger stuff now. It's still something that I struggle with, and it's something that's normal, as you're growing and getting, like, growing in what you're doing. But yeah, like, one main thing is that just go for it, and then if you know that there's people that, like, you look up to, or there's people that that you want to learn from, or you're like, oh, like, she does it really good, I wonder where she started, like, don't be afraid to ask people, for advice. Don't be afraid to send someone a DM, to ask, like, teachers, like after a class or something, if it's school, if it's in dance, if it's whatever it is, your art class, your game, whatever it is, like, go to your coach and take the extra mile and be like, what could I have done better today? Or like, what things do you see that I need to work on? Stuff like that. Just taking the extra initiative, if you really want to get somewhere. So that's something that I always recommend.
I love that. I love that. That was deep. That was deep, girl.
Mhm.
So you guys know, this is the outlet to reality. The hold this podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! And you already know where to find me: IG, Instagram, the outlet to reality, on and also on YouTube. And my Snapchat is Take One Pass It, and TikTok at Yaakov 28. And Nataly, where can my fans find you?
So my Snapchat it's kind of long. It's my whole name with 2 A's. I mean, 4 A's. It's like really long, but I'm sure he'll link all this stuff. And then my Instagram is another confusing one, but you guys can just find me if you look me up, Nataly Mariscal. But yeah, he'll have everything linked for you guys. Again, thank you so much for having me. It was really fun talking to you. You're an amazing person. Like, you're literally one of the funniest people I've ever met. Like, you're a vibe, seriously. Um, Hanging out with you yesterday was fun. I hope we can do that more. And again, thank you for having me.
Of course, girl. Peace.
Bye.